Ime Udoka cheated on Nia Long in front of the whole world, and everyone felt sorry for her.
I had a really public breakup recently. It was a wake-up call for me in the sense of like, okay, you're going to do this on your own and you're going to be fine. Right. And you're not going to worry about what anyone thinks and has to say. I had to come to a place where loving myself was bigger and more important than saving anybody.
But what if the cheating wasn't even the real problem? Because years before that scandal, Nia Long looked into the camera with dead eyes and said, marriage was never her priority.
I think Carol Burnett, was it Carol? Or maybe it was Jane Fonda. Basically what she said is if I ever get married again, he needs to live next door. And I kind of like that idea.
Whoopi Goldberg said that once. I don't want a man in my house.
I think Carol, Whoopi, and Jane probably all said that. I know Whoopi said it because I know Whoopi. She's fine with her gardenias and herself.
And what happened next should be a lesson every woman watches twice. Marriage was never something Nia Long hid her feelings about. She said publicly multiple times that it wasn't a priority. She said she had never seen a marriage work. But here's what nobody wanted to say out loud. When a woman spends over a decade in a relationship and consistently signals that commitment isn't important to her, she is also signaling that to her partner. And her partner is listening. You can't spend years telling a man and yourself that the altar doesn't matter and then be shocked when he doesn't feel the urgency to get you there. What you normalize in a relationship becomes the ceiling of that relationship. That's the limit.
Everybody has to define their relationship for themselves. Like everyone has a different understanding, a different agreement, and you have to do what works for your particular family, especially when you're both working and you have busy schedules. Women are super women, but we also have to recharge our batteries. And I've learned, especially in this COVID time, to really examine how I'm balancing my work home life in a different way. I think the key to any relationship is give your partner the room to be who he needs to be, who she needs to be. And if it means you're taking a break to do that, take the break. Take the break when, and I think I feel bad for Will and Jada right now because they've been extremely vulnerable with their personal story. And it takes a lot of courage to do that. We all have our ups and downs with love. Love is a complicated thing. I don't care who you are.
If you never require more, you will rarely receive more. Ladies, I'm going to say that again. You rarely will receive more. Nia got engaged in 2015. They never married. 7 years passed. An engagement without a wedding date is not a commitment. It's a placeholder. And the longer a woman stays in a placeholder relationship, the more of her prime years she invests in something that was never fully secured. A piece of paper defines legal protection, shared obligations, and a man's public declaration that he is all the way in. Without that, you are building a foundation that only one person can walk away from without consequences. A long relationship is not the same as a secured relationship. Time invested is not the same as commitment secured. Don't confuse longevity with safety, ladies, in relationships. Nia Long is not the only one. Women you grew up watching, women the culture held up as the standard of beauty and success, and people act surprised every time. Like beauty and career should be enough to guarantee a certain outcome in love. But they're not. A man can want you and still not commit to you. A man can stay for years and still not be all in it. The pattern with these women isn't that they weren't enough. The pattern is that somewhere along the way, they stopped requiring enough from the relationship, from the man, and even from themselves.
Are you dating?
Well, I'm not as exciting as the rap songs, I can tell you that. The new way of dating is so, I don't even understand what's happening. First of all, if I text you and you take a day, I'm never talking to you again.
Never talking again.
I'm never talking to you again. Make a plan or go away. No one has time for temperature checks. And I do think if you're looking for a partner, you have to be actively out there in order to meet. But I also am not in that space right now.
So in the meantime, while men are not a priority, there seems to be an uptick in women enjoying the company of younger men.
I like this idea.
I'm a big fan of this.
I love it.
Have
Why
you
not?
given that a spin yet?
See, I told you I'm not really
out there.
I got to get out there.
You got to get on the apps.
No.
They have one for famous people.
They do?
They do.
What's it called?
Raya.
I've heard of Raya.
But people are on Raya.
I can't be on Raya because I wouldn't even keep up. They'll be like, she's the flakiest date app person. Get her off of here. I'd probably be kicked off because I'd be like, that was a corny. Like, I'm so picky.
Yeah.
I'm really picky. I do like younger, though. I think there's something fun about younger.
Young is fun.
Young is fun.
Young is fun.
And they also go home.
That's true. That's true.
I like a go home. I think Carol Burnett, was it Carol? Or maybe it was Jane Fonda. Basically what she said is if I ever get married again, he needs to live next door. And I kind of like that idea.
Whoopi Goldberg said that once. I don't want a man in my house.
I think Carol, Whoopi, and Jane probably all said that. I know Whoopi said it because I know Whoopi. She's fine with her gardenias and herself.
What's the biggest difference between being sexy in your 20s and being sexy in your 50s?
Ooh, sexy in your 50s is internal. Sexy in your 20s is external. You need both, but I already have the stuff from my 20s in me.
Yeah.
So it's the marriage between the two, the inside and the outside.
Your value does not protect you. Your standards do. If this video spoke to you, please like it, share it, and leave a thoughtful comment below. The link to the source information for this video is in the description. I'm Deborah, and family still matters. And because family still matters, again, understanding God's design for love, commitment, and covenant is not optional. It is the foundation of everything else we build on. Thank you for watching. And I want to close with this scripture from Proverbs 31, verses 10 through 11. She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. May God continue to richly bless you. God bless.